The Merrick and Rosso podcast.
There's been a problem in Wimbledon with the uniforms. The linesmen have these fabulous new cream Ralph Lauren trousers. Fabulous pair of chinos these people have been wearing.
Ralph's always been one of the centre points of chino trousers for years.
Yeah, and 355 officials are getting around in these cream slacks.
Mm.
And what a gift to the from Ralph Lauren. And I think it's awesome that these men and women are wearing these cream slacks. Bit of a problem though. When the linesmen have been bending over, the slacks have been ripping open,
Tearing.
and bottoms have been exposed.
Tearing the arse out of their pants.
They have torn the arse out of their own cream slacks.
Do you think Ralph Lauren's just gone for the offcuts and the seconds? He's gone to the
Totally.
seconds shop
Absolutely.
Yeah,
in
you know what he's-
Pasadena, and he said, "I'll send them over 355 pence
What he's
a
done
second."
is he's got his primary chino, and then he's gone, well, look, there's a lot of giveaways here. He goes, let's not use the good stuff, right? It's like not getting out the good cutlery. So he's just gone, what we'll do instead is we'll just get some cheaper cloth around and just don't put too much effort into sewing it up either. And then so when somebody drops their mobile phone, they go down to pick it up and bang! There's a tragic incident at the back of the pants there. They're splitting their dacks
and
open.
they've all been double stitched they've got a tailor in to double stitch because of these supersonic Wimbledon asses that have been splitting the cream slacks.
How embarrassing!
How embarrassing would you be if you're wearing a pair of pants and somebody says to you, sorry, Merrick, we're going to have to take your pants back off you, mate, because we've got to reinforce the back. I'd be gutted if somebody said that to me. They'd just go, look, man, sorry, mate, we're not taking any chances with you. We'd like your pants back. We're going to go and have them reinforced.
It'd be funny if you're sitting in the audience at Wimbledon, though. You know,
Bang.
it gets really quiet sometimes in those matches. Someone bends over.
Bends
You
open,
hear them rip their
slips
pants.
your pants, and out comes your double faults.
Lucky they're not giving them to Serena Williams.
Galen was evicted from the Big Brother house last night, and he joins us online. G'day, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Oh, mate, we're still reeling from this incident with the two boys being booted out of the house.
Yeah, it's everywhere, isn't it? Look, I've come out and it's massive.
Well, Galen, when you're in the house and the boys were taken out of it, what did you think at the time? What was the thought or the feeling going on in the house?
I had no idea. I had no idea what was going on. No one did. And then everything's just been a big shock. Even still, everyone's a little uninformed. There's so everyone's still not sure what's going on. I burst out today, and it's everywhere. I've been informed of how diverse it is, how severe it is, and it's just massive. I was even watching the TV this morning. I'm going, what? It's just a shame to see it all turn like that.
Mate, were you awake when it happened?
Yeah, I was. It was pitch black, and we're all in there,
Right,
and no one could see what was going on.
How did everyone react when that happened?
As you could imagine, fun and games. It's pitch black in there. You cannot see anything. My shins are black and blue from whacking into things. So when you just hear something like that, you don't think anything of it. You don't think there's any severity. There's laughing. Everyone's having a joke, so you're not sure how to take it. So no one thought anything really of it.
Right, and then how much later did the guys get taken out of the house?
The next afternoon, the next day.
Right.
This
Yeah.
incident happened at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
So that was obviously later that day.
Yeah.
How did it happen, Galen? What was the story? Big Brother made an announcement, called them into the diary room, or what?
Yeah, basically just didn't. Yeah. So John and Ash to the diary room.
And then what?
That was it.
Did they come out and say, "Look, guys, sorry, we've got to go"?
Nah.
That was it. Just
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, we were just we weren't even really informed what happened. We were told sort of a bit later of the incident, and that was it. We were told, okay, drop it, no more is to be discussed on it, and that's it.
That's it. So what was Camilla's view on it? Did she see it in terms of a sexual assault?
You sort of, I think all the pictures are sort of telling a story. I can't really speak on behalf of her because I don't know what's right and wrong to say, and I don't want to make any comments just in case. See, even I've been misinformed. You know what I mean? There's so many things flying around. I don't want to misinterpret anyone. So probably those questions are probably best for them.
All right, mate. Well, thanks for talking to us today.
No worries, guys.
Mate, thanks for your honesty.
And good luck with your romance.
No worries. Thank you.
Yeah, go around to Crystal Mum's house and just hang out, just sitting on the couch.
Merrick and Rosso. Bluff the boss.
G'day, Greg. How you going, buddy?
Good, mate. How you going?
Fantastic. Your chance to bluff the boss. What do you do, mate?
I'm an electrician with Energy Australia.
Oh, awesome. Well, it's time for you to be a bright spark
Yeah.
and try and bluff your boss, mate.
Yeah, it'd be
right.
pretty easy.
You reckon?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's his name?
Al.
All right.
Al.
We've got Al's number. Let's give him a call, hey?
Yep.
And you have to tell Al that your reason you can't come in is your left indicator and your car doesn't work.
Yeah, that's all right.
Good morning.
Al, it's Greg. How you going?
All right.
Listen, I can't come into work today, mate, because my left indicator's broken.
What?
Yeah, I can't turn left corners.
Oh, well, you just got to go straight ahead.
No, I've got to keep going right. I can only turn right. and
Well,
all I've
right.
done-
If you keep going long enough, turning right, you'll go in ever decreasing circles and disappear up your own bum.
That's where I am. I'm back home. All right, so I can't come in.
So you're not coming in.
No, my left indicator's broken.
Where are you going to get it fixed?
I'll have to get Mark to come out and fix it for me.
What were we supposed to be doing today? Hang on.
Oh, just looking at...
Oh, the reclosers, yeah.
Yep. All right, mate.
Coasting in, lad on his own.
Yeah, that'll be sweet.
So you're going to get here eventually?
Yeah, if I keep turning right, I should end up there at some stage.
All right. So
All right.
You'll be starting late.
Well, I won't be coming in. Okay?
All right.
Thanks for that.
See ya.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
You've got to get us a job at Energy Australia.
No,
Well done, mate.
He's pretty smooth.
Isn't he? He's funny, bloke.
Thanks for that. Well
Well
bluffed.
All right, thanks, boys. See ya.
See you, mate. Gotta love a government job.
It's great.
A couple of weeks ago, when we had this bloke sitting in these very studios, who would have thought that he, at the end of it, a few weeks later, he would have been involved in one of the more controversial moments in Australian sporting history. He did us proud. Did us all proud as Australians in Germany, and he is a true Australian legend, and he joins us online. Lucas Neal, good to talk to you, mate. Welcome back.
Good, thanks for having me on.
Hey.
Mate,
It's our pleasure.
Yeah, I think on behalf of everybody who's listening, mate, thank you, and thanks to all your teammates for representing Australia in such a great way and a great fashion in Germany, and I think everybody is absolutely still definitely in Socceroos fever. Are you feeling it far more than before you went away?
Oh, it's unbelievable. Firstly, just on the flip side of that, thank you to all you guys.
Thanks,
the
mate.
support has been unbelievable, and Timmy Cale and I had made a decision to come back before the World Cup, but once we've got back here, we couldn't imagine the response that it's been. It's just gone World Cup soccer crazy, and
Yeah, I stayed up late,
it's
mate.
just really nice. But yeah, it's just great to know that there's so many people out there that were supporting us while the World Cup was going on, because it acted as such a great boost for us, and team morale was on a high, and partly that was down to the supporters.
Straight to the point, Lucas, was it a penalty or not?
In my opinion, and 98% of the world, no. But the man that makes the decision made his decision, and the boy that won the penalty will probably be a hero in Italy. So
Does it hurt more knowing now that Italy went on to beat Ukraine 3-0, England's out, Brazil's out? Imagine if you were still there.
it hurts so good. This is the biggest what if, but that's why we were so shocked and disappointed. We had Italy on the ropes. We knew that with half an hour of extra time, they were already gone physically. We knew that one way or another we were going to crack them, and the worst possible scenario ended up happening. And no disrespect to Ukraine, I think just on momentum alone, the confidence of the team would have knocked over Ukraine, and then we'd have found ourselves in the dizzy heights. And that would have we've achieved a lot, and everybody keeps saying we've achieved a lot, but as players, all we wanted to do once we got that far was to really, really achieve something, and it was so close yet so far.
Already the flow-on effect, Lucas. We're feeling it here in Sydney with junior participation up something like 15%, mate. Is soccer going to kick a massive goal, so to speak, in Australia in the next few years leading up to the next World Cup?
I hope so, and it's up to
definitely.
players like myself and Timmy to keep flying the flag and keep everybody's interest up. We've got the Asia Cup next year, so we beat the favourite of that in the World Cup, which is Japan. So let's hope that we can get ourselves qualified for that and create another tournament-type buzz again next year. But for now, just keep flying the flag and, like you said, keep everybody's interest up and hope that we've woken a sleeping giant.
Did the other countries actually think you guys were going to go well at all? Were they surprised when?
No, but after game one, there became a little bit of fear from our opponents. And then after game two, when we showed absolutely no fear against Brazil and really took the game to them, I think we stood up and we were counted, and a lot of the world took notice. I think a few responses from different countries around the world have said, we wish our team could show as much commitment and passion as the Australians did, and that's the greatest compliment you can get. Not only were we playing good, entertaining football, I think we were showing the kind of attitude that every Australian sportsman shows, but what was probably lacking from a few other teams, and that was just, we wanted to die for the cause for our country.
What about other countries, Lucas? Getting back to that penalty decision, I mean, obviously, as Australians, we all saw it as a massive rip-off, and we all know it was. It wasn't truly a penalty. But what about players from other countries? Have they come up to you and said, look, I'm sorry about what happened, because they, as players, know about this? Yeah, and you'll ask most people who play the game, if we had lost to a fantastic goal, like one of the best goals you've seen, or a goal like the Argentina-Mexico game, no one would have cared. It would have been, they're unlucky, we've lost to a great goal. But to go out the way we went out was very, very unfortunate. And it's something that, it's a bitter pill to swallow, because all the boys really felt we deserved to win that game, and probably after watching the game, the majority of the viewers throughout the world would have said that we were the team that deserved to go through. But it's a funny game, football, and it can bite you on the bum. So,
Looking ahead, though, now, Lucas, what do you know about this guy that's being touted as a possible new coach, this French dude? What was his name, Marto?
Mr. Gerard Houllier.
Houllier.
He's a man with great experience, and for the last couple of years he's won everything there is to win in France. So if he becomes an addition to the Australian team, then that would be fantastic. Technically, he's meant to be extremely good as well. But he's got big shoes to fill, because Gus has just left us now. It was a sad day for everybody, but he was a phenomenal man and just had this charisma and this aura surrounding him when it came to World Cups. And not only that, he was a lucky so-and-so. Everything he seemed to do always came off. So, big boots to fill, but I'm sure a man such as Gerard Houllier has the reputation and the experience to take us to the next level.
Is it going to be a little bit of, not a letdown, but a little bit of anticlimactic going back to play club football in the UK?
Oh, it's going to be a big thud back down to earth.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a big deal.
Hard, actually.
Yeah, explain why. Is it the camaraderie, or is it because, playing for your country is just that much better?
Yeah, well, no disrespect to my team personally, Blackburn. The boys there are great, but there's just something about the team spirit we had with the Australian team. We're all pulling on the same rope. Everybody has the same attitude. All we want to do is do really well for Australia. And the way we went and the momentum we built and the confidence we gained and the performance we were putting in, it's just really hard to let go of that, because it was great to be a part of. It was not only proud, but, one of the most successful times anyone will have in their careers. And now we go back to what's considered our jobs, and you're playing the game for different reasons. Obviously, you're still trying to win and do your best, but it just doesn't have that extra added ingredient about doing it to represent everybody back home in Australia. You're more about representing yourself and the smaller amount of fans that you have back in Blackburn.
Lucas, mate, it's been fantastic to talk to you again, and congratulations and to you and all the other guys.
Thanks, guys, and I really mean it when I say just thanks to everybody, because it really did make a difference. The fact that you guys were so supportive of us has really overwhelmed us, and there's that extra bit of confidence and morale that we needed.
Mate, looking forward to you guys in the next World Cup challenge, and I'm sure you'll do even better. Good on you, mate.
Guys.
Thanks again.
Cheers, mate. Of course, Socceroo, Lucas Neal. Chappelle Corby's cut off all her hair.
Yeah, it's. I don't think it's a good look.
No, she looks.
A fan of it.
She looks like Renee Lawrence now, I should say.
Yeah.
She buried it.
Renee loves it.
Yeah, and she likes the hair too. And Chappelle dug a hole, and she buried her hair. She buried her hair in the ground.
What do you think she's going to do? Grow?
No, it was. Well, that's the thing. They wanted. Renee suggested that she dig it up and put it on eBay.
Would you have a Chappelle wig? I don't.
Conversation starter. That's a lovely wig. Where did you get? Is that real hair? I go, yes. It's Chappelle Corby's.
Yeah. It's the latest look from Caraba Khan.
Would you like to touch Chappelle's hair? I mean, a former, like what? The other thing is, apparently she was having Chappelle was having a relationship with a man in the prison.
Well, you're allowed to have boyfriends and girlfriends and stuff
Yeah.
in the prison. But the problem is they're a little bit worried that she might have got pregnant to a local bloke, so they moved him off to another prison. Because they didn't want her to get pregnant. Because if you get pregnant in Caraba Khan prison, you can have the baby for a few years. You can keep them in the prison. Awesome environment for them to grow up in. But did you know this? Not only is she allowed to have like visitors and all that sort of stuff, they're allowed to have cans. They're allowed to have drinks. Just drink beer openly in Caraba Khan prison. And Chappelle's got her own paddling pool.
Yep.
She's got her own paddling pool. She's got like a little kid's pool just outside of her cell out in the yard. And then she just goes, I tell you what, it's getting a bit hot today. I might just go and have a few cans in the pool. And that's what she does. I don't really know if Caraba Khan's really a prison at all.
You know, after she dug up the locks after she buried her hair, and she paid one of the inmates to wash the hair for her, and then she spent hours making it pretty again. I wonder whether it will turn up on eBay. Do you want to try?
Did she really dig it up and wash it, or did you make that bit up?
No, that's fair dinkum. It's fair dinkum as this. I mean, a former inmate told New Idea all this stuff.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely true.
like
then,
it's a crim. This is the word.
She's
Would you believe the word of a crim?
She's definitely had a haircut, though. We do know that.
Yeah.
And it looks great.
What's the story about this guy in Dubai?
I love this. This guy in Dubai is facing forgery and embezzlement charges for forging a fake ID, which he then used to steal $22,000 from an exchange house. The interesting thing about this, forging the fake ID, guess whose photo he used on his fake ID? Brad Pitt.
Oh.
He used a photo of Brad Pitt to create a fake ID to embezzle $22,000. He's 29 and he told police he didn't know who Brad Pitt was. He said he just downloaded the photo from the internet.
There's a bloke who looks a bit like me.
It's a good-looking rooster. I'll throw him in my fake
He's got some tickets on himself, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
And he wonders why he got caught using a photo of Brad Pitt on a fake ID.
Well, it's interesting not knowing who famous people are. I had a friend who sat next to Shane Warne at a wedding, and at one stage, you know, there was a bit of a lull in the conversation. She said, "What do you do for a living, Shane?" And he said, "I do English Sheilas." I play cricket for Australia.
I mean, I'm on Neighbours. I don't know what I do.
Hello, Angela.
Hi guys, how are you?
G'day.
Good. Now, who did you meet and didn't realise that they were famous?
Okay, I was working at Planet Hollywood at the time. It would have been about 97 or 98. And I was working on the door and I had this person come up saying they have a booking. And at the time, Planet Hollywood didn't actually have bookings. It was a first come, first served basis. I proceeded to tell this person that you had to take a seat in the bar. We'll give you a call. It's about an hour's wait. And at the time, he proceeded to explain, no, I have a booking. Don't you know who I am? I'm Tiger Woods.
Oh, no.
And I had no idea who he was.
Oh, Tiger Woods.
It was when he was first up and coming. And I had no idea who he was. So.
Look, there's a fair assumption in this country. If you see a black guy with an American accent, they're probably famous.
Or at
That's
least think
true.
they are.
Yes.
But it was Planet Hollywood, so, you know, you got a lot of those.
It's a bit sad if you're Tiger Woods and you're going to Planet Hollywood.
Well, maybe she just. If this is the thing, is that he's not really recognised outside of, you know, golf. It's about the circumstance you see him in. Like if he's wearing one of those a polo shirt and he's got a bad pair of trousers on, he's carrying a golf club. Tiger Woods. This is the problem that a lot of people in Big Brother face, is that when they get out of the house, they're no longer going to be recognised. They're going to be walking around the streets waiting to be recognised, but nobody's going to be recognising them because they're wearing shirts, and people won't understand. Let's go. You're Galen? Who?
No, I couldn't.
Oh, sorry, I didn't recognise you with a shirt on.
Judy has called in. Hello, Judy.
Hello, how you going?
Hi, Jude.
Hi, Merrick.
Now, you got a story and a half for us, I hope.
I was cutting hair one day and I was at work. It was a Sunday, and then it was the day that Lady Di had died.
Okay, yeah.
And in came this really tall guy and his wife, and I started cutting his hair, and I said, oh, that's really sad. They've just found out that Lady Di died. And they went, oh, you're joking. Oh, geez, how's the family going to feel? And then he goes, oh, just the other day I was having lunch with the Queen. And I went, what? You're having lunch with the Queen? And he goes, oh, yeah, sorry, I play cricket for Australia. And it was, I don't even know his name.
Glenn McGrath, I bet.
That's who it was.
Oh, who are?
Glenn McGrath.
Oh, gee, really? Oh, wow, how interesting. And then I just didn't know what to do because I felt really embarrassed that I didn't know who he was in the first place.
Oh, that's all right, Jude.
Yeah.
That was 97, I think, when she died. So,
Right.
but he was, so he was probably one of the biggest sportsmen in the country, Jude.
Yeah.
You're right, isn't it? I know. I just don't know anybody's names, but my sister's a flight attendant too, and one day she said she saw someone famous from C something on Channel
Sea Change.
2. Sea Change.
Yeah.
And he was
I've got all the
doing
answers today, Jude.
Sorry?
I've got all the answers
And
today.
what was
You
it?
do too. But anyway, she was doing the safety demo, and she saw him in the front seat, and she thought it was just a friend of hers. She just couldn't place the face, and she's like winking at him, going, hello, hello. And he's like, oh, hi. And then it was only halfway through a demo, she's gone, oh, no, he's that famous guy. And
Dave
I've
Wenham,
just been
probably.
like,
Yeah, Diver Dan.
It's probably Diver Dan, Dave Wenham.
oh, I don't know who he was.
Yeah.
But we just had a laugh afterwards. I said, these we're idiots. Anyway, we
Good on you, Jude. Ange, g'day.
Hi, how
G'day.
you going?
Good. What happened to you?
Well, I used to work at a shoe store, and Yana Vent came in, and at the time I didn't realise. And she was looking for a pair of shoes, and I was like, oh, no, we don't have your size. I can order it for you. She's like, yeah, that's great. So I was like, oh, yeah, I need to get some details. What's your name? And she was like, Yana. Like, she was just so stunned.
Yeah, because, I mean, she's pretty well known, Yana Vent. She's been around for, a good 20-odd years in the media in Australia. She's pretty famous, recognised as one of the best female journalists this country's ever had. And it's got a fairly unique name too.
I know, but she looked familiar, but I just had no idea.
Ange.
Well, I don't watch the news.
How do you imagine you made her feel?
Yeah. Yana,
Well-
just put this lay-by under Yana.
Yana? Thanks for that, mate.
Thanks, Ange.
We've got another Angela. Hello.
Oh, hi, guys. How are you going?
G'day.
Good. Now, what did you do?
I was at the Virgin Blue launch party a few years back. I was talking to this guy, and I asked him, I said, hi, so what do you do? And he flat-tied me, and then eye-rolled me, and then someone elbowed me really quite hard and said, that's Ian Chappell. Well, I had no idea. He's old, and how would I?
Fair enough. He is old.
Look, to be fair, Ange, there's a lot of cricket players, a lot of football players, a lot of sports people out there.
A lot more famous people these days than there used to be.
Thanks for listening to the Merrick and Rosso podcast. Email any feedback to podcast@nova969.com.au or check out our MySpace at www.myspace.com/Merrick and Rosso podcast.